Welcome everyone, Pleated Pants here. We're ready to do another weekly episode of Bespoke League Primetime. This is episode number 3. Thank you for joining me. We're doing this live on Twitch right now on my channel, Pleated Pants. You might also be seeing this on YouTube as I post it the day after. Either way, it's welcome both for watching or attending live. This is a little segment. We keep it around 20-30 minutes in which we talk about all the happenings of the different thing that's going on in the Bespoke League, which is what I've named my community at large. Today on Primetime, we're going to have some announcements. We're going to show Wagon results. We're going to show the results from the TGC tours for the few of you that have opted in again. Then what everyone's been waiting for, the Bespoke Football League power rankings. And then last but not least, we got some tailor-made highlights. So no real big announcements. We got a new, I'm going to be making a new form for the TGC leaderboard registration. I feel like I have to I get asked the same questions a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a Google form. We'll have a command for it in chat and we'll post it in the Discord. So if you want to get on, opt in to have your information show up on the aforementioned TGC leaderboard, you'll have a place to go to be able to do it that's easier than right now, which is just kind of random and you have to send me a Discord DM. Also, everyone, the YouTube is now being updated regularly. I'm putting this Primetime, I'm putting Games of the Week, and I'm getting ready to start to put some game footage on YouTube also. So please, if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the Pleated Pants YouTube page. Hit like on all the videos. Watch them over and over and over again. But no, really, like any support helps. Any likes, any comments goes a long way to helping YouTube say, hey, this guy's pretty good. We're going to start putting more people in front of more people. Kitch, you're in perfect shape. We just did a little bit of announcements and we're getting ready to go straight into season 2 of the Wagon Golf Club. My society that me and Chewman run on the PlayStation, on the Xbox, and on the PC. This last week, we had right around 112 people finish all 4 rounds. We're getting back up there to the levels that we had in the heyday of PGA 2021. And so I think this is pretty awesome. Thank you all for playing. What we do is we go through the top 13 of every week. And because it's a big, busy slide, I'm going to make myself small. First, we start with the PlayStation. On the PlayStation, we have Bay Area winners coming and winning. That's the first time I think I've seen that person win. I don't know who they are in chat, but they play in the Wagon on the PlayStation almost every week. For people that we see here a lot, Dango Tank came in 4th with 62 under. You'll be seeing more with him. Lucas Eat World, Cuz, Seaflow, you all see those names, and they are members of the community, and it's always cool to see them pop up here on the leaderboards. Cody, we would love to have you back, man. Every week, I think that it's a lot of fun. Getting that little friendly competition again, you know. And the thing is that I think is pretty cool is I shot 32 under this week, so I was only 11 shots away from getting in the top 13. And now you're saying that sounds like a lot, but you guys watch me play, you know that I have a bad shot here or there. If I can just clean that up a little bit, man, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get into my own top 13 sometime. I don't know. Xbox, we have the same normal crew. We got Killer Bees rounding out the top spot, 52 under. That guy is just amazing. The Xbox is harder to play on. It's just a little bit, just the controls are just a little bit different. Other people that you know that you'll see here all the time, good old Butcher is in number 8 right there. He is I2X Skills. And Snacks Monster, he might be lurking. He lives across the pond, and so this is kind of late for him, but sometimes he sneaks in here. And then smoked down there is Samo Man, who's a streamer here on Twitch and friend of the channel. And then last but not least, we got PC, and we got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Lovescud. Lives over on the other edge of Iowa, and he's just putting a whooping on this game. Also, look at Narwhal. He was here earlier today, 65 under. Him and Scud have been number 1 and number 2 the last 2 weeks, and it's been by a long margin. Like A-Stone Canadian, who's here quite often, came in with 55, but he was 10 off a second, and he was 16 off a first. And then you have a lot of the same old names that you see a lot. Up Mup Goopin' Up is here. It plays almost every week. Suggy is a member of the community. Doesn't stop here all that much, but we see him on the leaderboard and we see him on Twitter a lot. T-Sauce and McGregor rounding out the top 13. What I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to put these numbers up on Twitter tonight. If you are not following me on Twitter and are on here and would like me to tag you with some praise, follow me, Pleated Pants _ on Twitter. Now let's go to a new thing that we're doing, and I want to put my face up here for a second again. What we're doing here for bringing back something that's kind of old school. And by old school, I mean that we did it when I first started streaming. One of the first kind of community engagement things I did was this thing that I called the TGC Leaderboards. We all played in the TGC events. They're freaking awesome. We have fun competing with each other, and the game was new. We were all learning the game, and we were all getting better and better and better and better every week. And it was fun to track everyone as they moved up. C-Flow, thank you for the subscription. Welcome back to the Bespoke League. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy this growing community. Chat, stamp it up for C-Flow. Cheers, my friend. So, for this first week back of the old TGC leaderboards, we don't have a ton of people that have opted in yet. That's okay, because we really haven't been advertising it that much, but we do have some pretty impressive people already on this list. Let's go and let's look. First of all, we've always had a wonderful group of people in the Platinum Tour, and absolutely you see that here. Trent McNeely, number 2. The last time we did one of these leaderboards, he was in CCD. And then Dango Tank, who's come back, and we're Dango's back playing. He played in the Jack Wagon this last week. He's back playing Platinum Tours. We hadn't seen him for a while, but it's nice to see him, and he came in 3rd. And then Narwhal representing down there, 53rd. And you know what? Before anyone says anything, just making the cut in the freaking Platinum Tour is quite an accomplishment. So, so Narwhal, congratulations. You are one of the best players that plays this game. It just happens that Trent and Dango just completely blew you out of the water this week. We only have one person in Elite right now, and I know we have more Elite players. So fill out the aforementioned form, talk to me on Discord. Let's get you in this thing, and because we just have a missed cut from Butcher right now. And then last, but absolutely not least, we have C-Flow in the Kinetic Tour, who also missed the cut. This is what's going to happen, folks, though, is that these leaderboards are going to get full because our community is representative of every part of this community, and we have a lot of these Pro Tour players here. So I can't wait to see their names get back on here. Can't wait to see how they play, and it'll be fun to watch them compete and battle with each other. But we don't just have the Pro Tours in TGC, we also have the Challenge Circuit. Challenge Circuit starts at CCA. It goes all the way down to CCI or J or something like that. And we have a handful of people. I know in the community we have a lot, but only a few have opted in so far. We have myself, came in 66th place in CCB, made the cut all 3 weeks, and I'm pretty happy with myself. Sports Lifer didn't play this week. He's in CCE. I expect to see him on the leaderboard next week. Smoke also didn't play, but he's back. We've seen him here the last couple nights. He's one of our late nighters. He's one of our twilight golfers, as I like to say. He lives over in the northwest, so it is, he comes in at more of the late night. He said he's going to start playing again. An expert new member to the community recently started playing the game and playing the Jack Wagon because he saw us having so much fun. And look at that. 6th place in CCL. He has himself a couple promotion points and he is on his way moving up. So I expect big things from expert because we know he's a good Madden player. So he has stick skills. He knows how to game. I bet you we're going to see him up in CCB and above before we know it. So there's not too many names on here right now, but that's okay because as I said, this is just the first week. We're going to start doing it more and more. We're going to do a little bit more of a advertisement of it, and I hope that we see a lot of you that play in the TGC on the leaderboard next week. I used to complain about it just because it takes a long time, but now that I got everything into Google Slides and not in Photoshop, I can do these things really, really fast. And so it's actually kind of fun. So everyone shoot me your information. I'll give you the link to the form when I create it later tonight. And I can't wait to see you next week on the TGC Tour leaderboards. Justin, you just got to start playing it, man. And now here's what a lot of people were waiting for. We got week 3 Bespoke Football League power rankings. Remember, recap. How do we do these power rankings? We take daddy leagues as a point in time, which we'll talk about here in a minute. And then we also take a community poll. We have our own coaches poll. So we have a computer poll. We have the coaches poll. Which one's better? Which one's right? That's up for you to decide. I'm just merely the humble pair of pleated pants that puts it all together and puts it out here in front of you. Let's start with the Xbox One. Daddy Leagues. This is the first time where you can start seeing that the computer is kind of wonky. Number 1 and number 2 are teams that lost this week. What is up with that, computer? Barber and Justin Rose, number 1 and number 2. Staker Legs and Turkey Jesus, totally disrespected. 7-0, but don't get the shine in the computer poll. By far the 2 guys that are consistently playing the best week in and week out. Clutch Shot, we saw him play our kid in this very league on the game of the week, and Clutch is underranked here. Clutch is underrated. He's getting good, and he's getting good fast. If anyone needs to see an example of run defense, go to my YouTube page and watch that Clutch and our kid game. Clutch put on a masterclass. Kane rounds out the top 6. He ended up having a little stumbling against me, but then won the computer game the next week. Buttons, I expect to be seeing continue to move up in the power ranking. He has taken over the Chiefs, and so he's getting used to his new team. And finally, last but certainly not least, the top 8 concludes with our kid. Now, here's where we see what I think is a pretty good representation of where we're at, but I think we'll see some movement next week. Number 1, Turkey Jesus. Number 2, Staker Legs. They haven't lost. They should be number 1 and they should be number 2. The Barber is number 3. I think that is a fair ranking. We watched him play this week. He ended up not getting the win, but I know that he's a solid player, and you could tell. I think that we have maybe some recency bias with me. I've been playing pretty good the last couple weeks, but started off the season really, really bad. So I appreciate everyone that put me high. I don't think that I should be ahead of Clutch Shot. Even though I believe I beat Clutch Shot in this league, he's playing better than me right now. Justin Rose is starting to play good across all of the leagues that he's in. Still haven't seen him play, so I can't make any, good or bad comments about his skills. Kane in 7th and Buttons in 8th. You know what? I think that you did a pretty good job there, coaches. Oh, Xbox Series X, you guys ready? We haven't played as many games, but as a result, I think the computer did a little bit better job of ranking. Not just it's basically all undefeateds because we're only in week 4. We haven't really played against each other yet, and we just advanced before I started streams, so this is old data. Old data. Yeah, Yankees, I think that the computer is kind of messed up when I do these updates in the middle of a week. Not Justin number 1. I think that's fair. We've seen him play. He's a good player. Mike at your KFC. He talks about being bad and needing the computer to beat me to have a chance. I don't trust people that talk like that. And, I don't trust anyone that ate my KFC either. Charo's number 3. Charo's been AWOL. So he shouldn't even really be on the list because I don't think he's actually played any of his games yet. So he's on the he is on the short list of the naughty list, Pleated Pants naughty list. Double J Train, who I think, because I played him a lot, I think is probably the best player in this league, finally getting some respect in the Daddy League rankings. Kitch number 5. Pleated number 4, or Pleated number 6, Yankees ring number 3, and Talent number 8. You know what? We haven't played enough games. We got to get more games played, and we got to get more head-to-head games played. That's when we'll actually see this starting to change. And so hopefully we get some of those going on. Coaches poll. Coaches poll, is always kind of like a little popularity contest. Double J Train is known as a good player. So is not Justin. So is Kitch. I think the Yankees and Yankees is low because people don't know you, bud. Like once they see you play, because I've been looking at some of your box scores. Your box scores have been pretty good. You'll move up once they see you play. J Rock. Right now, no. The only since we're in the middle of the season, we're not really adding any new players. What I tell people to do is this: join the Discord, follow the channel, hang out, be cool. And when we get done with a season, we start looking to see if we can bring in new people. Last year we brought some people in around week 7 or 8. And it kind of ruffled some feathers. People are like, well, why are they taking over a team that, they didn't in the middle of the season? Oh yeah, cool. Lenny, being cool is definitely part of the deal, but I judge what's cool. And since I'm not cool, I'm probably a bad judge. So yeah, Jay, join the Discord, hang out. And when we get to the next season, there's a good chance that we'll be looking for other people. And I'll be 100% honest with you. People that have come in and that we don't know that has joined the league, they're the only people I ever have problems with. So I'm also just a little bit squeamish of new people until I get to know them a little bit to know that they're the right fit. All right, let's go to the PlayStation 4. Daddy League rankings. This one's Daddy Leagues did a pretty good job here. You have Markykins, Expert, and Trace 1, 2, and 3, the 3 undefeateds. They have me at number 4. I think that, you know, I got a lot of good, positive. I've been playing pretty good with this league, so I think that the computer liked that. Sometimes there's ties. Sometimes there's a tie. There's no tie in this one. Oh yeah, TFR had a tie. Yeah, so I did Markykins. I did these all last night. So before I went to sleep, that's when I did these. And now, the week 3 coaches poll. Expert number 1, Markykins number 2, Cody Vols number 3, Pleated number 4. I like that. I like Cody getting the respect there. Trace, I think, is getting a little disrespected just because people don't know Trace, but once they see him play again, I think that they'll be moving up the coaches poll. TFR is one of those silent guys that is secretly really, really good. Last year, the first time I played him, easy win. He took it personally and got better and whooped my butt the second time we played. So watch out for TFR. He knows how to play this game. And with him beating Markykins, number 8 just took out number 2. All right, we got 2 more leagues. We got the PlayStation 5. And in the PlayStation 5, the Daddy Leagues has Blackjack number 1. Man, that's 2 Eagles teams in the number 1 of the Daddy Leagues. I demand a recount. Cody Vols also getting some credit, undefeated number 2. Now this is where it gets weird again. Daddy Leagues has Breezes and Panda ahead of Markykins, who's undefeated. Come on! I'm usually the one that's drunk. The computer shouldn't be. New player Spartan Dog coming in 6th. Spartan Dog's good. Lifer, 2 and 2. Computer likes and still likes him. And then Pleated Pants, based on the impressive, if I do say so myself, victory over the one and the only Nick ZTV, clips that number 8 spot. Just where I like to be, just under the radar. But I don't know what you coaches are thinking. I don't know why. I don't vote. I only tabulate. Come on. You should flip me and Cody around. Cody, you should be up there. I know, it's just, you know, people love me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the popularity contest victory, but I don't think I'm the best player in this league right now. But I'm gonna do my best. Hey, you know what? It was more of a collection of so one, not a ton of votes. All right, not a ton of votes. 2, if there's like someone that ranks someone first and then ranks someone like, you know, up there, you know, the average can skew. I think that I get in good by just being kind of across the board, like, you know, kind of okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have put myself number 1 either. I don't vote just because I don't think that it's really fair. How many, like, so I have to pull up different stuff. Between the leagues, the most that we had anyone vote was 6. The least that we had in a league vote was 2. So, you know, if you don't like the results, Go to the ballot box. It opens up around Friday when I put out the new coaches poll form, and get in there and you can change it if you don't like it. Now, last but not least, let's go to the PC. Rip City #1. This is another one of those leagues where we haven't had enough people playing each other to really know, but Rip City, Kilbride, Pressing Buttons, and Lextron are all undefeated, and they subsequently, Daddy Leagues gives them the love. Wow. So for you YouTubers, my good buddy and pal Blackjack, owner of the Philadelphia Eagles in PlayStation 5, just said this: I want to know exactly who voted Pleated #1 and kicked them from the league. Those are strong words. Those are strong words. Expert, I'll post everything to Discord afterwards. I think that you are #2 in both the vote and the coaches. And then, you know, this is all evening out pretty good. We have, well, like, I think that well, Level Mento on this side should be 4-1. I made a mistake. He lost to Lextron, but oh my god, folks, I don't know if anyone watched this game, but here's what happened. Level Mento gets up 14 points like right away, like just like bada boom, bada bing, and we're like, oh my god, like this is interesting. And then Lextron scored 35 unanswered. 35 unanswered. Watch out for Lextron. Watch out. Dude, I'll tell you what. These polls are so much fun to put together. It is so cool to see everyone playing, the engagement that we have on the Discord, the engagement that we have just like right now in chat. Bespoke Football League, I'm going to say it, best franchise community on Twitch. Like we just told one of the new members, if this is something that you're interested in, we're open to pretty much anyone. It's just that we don't let people in the middle of the season. So come in, hang out, join the Discord, join the community, join the conversation, be a part of this crew that wants to play non-toxic, fun, competitive games. When we're looking to open up some spots in the next year, we might have you here on, again, hot take, best franchise community on Twitch. Ready for a top 10? I don't know if I have 10, but we got some pretty good highlights this week. And I think you're going to like them a lot. So they're in no particular order because I put them together kind of fast. And some people have multiples because I wanted to show some things. But here you go. These are going to be fun. First of all, our kid for the second straight week, I don't know how he makes these catches and makes these throws. Take a look at this. Again, back of the end zone. How? I don't know. All right, let me make sure I get them. Here we go. Now, watch, we talked about man beaters. Boom! That's a man beater right there. That's a perfectly thrown slant, and bada boom, bada bing, touchdown, Justin Rose. Now, you want to talk about another thing that we were talking about. It's another Justin Rose. Look at this. He throws it to RB, and he throws it at the perfect time, right there, right when that safety pulls up to go guard something else. It was a disguised cover 3 of some sort, but like, you know, this is a very, very, very neat window right here. He threw it right there, right when he had to. Neither one of the safeties that had the backside coverage could get to it, and boom, perfect touchdown. Cover 3 seams. Throw the seams in cover 3. Now here, everyone, all the new school guys throw the ball all the time. What I like about Sports Lifer, he's throwback. Throwback. Watch this. Whoop, 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 whoop. I didn't know Leonard Fournette could make that many juke moves. But he doesn't just have Leonard Fournette. He has a little guy named Ezekiel Elliott. And we were deciding to lag. Zeke. Those aren't even whoops. Those are just little left stick, truck, touchdown, old school style. Sports Lifer, keep doing that. But now we got our new school guys. Old youngster here, expert. That's just not fair. That's just not fair. And if you think that one's ridiculous, I'm expert scares me. Watch this. He also has Derrick Henry on this team.
Adams coming up with a huge catch. Oh my god.
Not the best quality, because they could only I could only download it on 540p. But oh my god, he just throws the balls up in the air, and they just Adams just goes and catches them. And then look at this silly catch. This isn't anything that I did. This was just like the most crazy animation that I've ever seen in this game. Take a look at this. One-handed, diving, wraps around, pushes off the defender, completes it, boom. Best 4 yards play that you'll ever see in the history of Madden. Best 4-yard play ever. And then, poor Carson Wentz. We kind of saw this earlier with Trey Lance, but, you know, my people line up in the little linebacker they like to hit quarterbacks. There's we give them a little bit extra every time that they hit a quarterback like that. Oh well, clutch, you're in luck. You're in luck, maybe. You might be in luck. And now here's this. Now I just want you to hear this because I called this. Bunch. So cover 4 can get bugged in bunch if you don't know the rules. And he's using a guy that has responsibility for the first deep route. And he just got torched.
No fucking way.
Kilbride with the perfect read. That's how he beat cover 4. And then, last but not least, number 1, great gap shoot. That's second and goal. That was first and goal. And then boom. That was a strafe and then a click on, and to read those holes on the outside runs. Yeah, listen to what I just said there. Clutch Shot was doing that all game. That's the one that I ended up clipping while we were streaming, because he did it 2 times in a row. One on an inside, the other one he strafed outside properly and got a little shed and was able to get the outside. Clutch has clutch run defense. So y'all know the deal, right? Get in your clips, put them in the form. The way that you guys are putting them into me is awesome. I can get them in really fast. We will always show the best ones at the end of Bespoke League PrimeTime. But that's it for this week. Next week, I hope to see more names on the TGC leaderboard. I hope to see a little bit more voting in the coaches poll. But overall, this is a really fun way to show off this wonderful community that we have. And so I guess the last thing that I want to say, other than in a world that's decided to lose its mind, be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind, is this. Thank you for being a part of this community. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you come and hang out with me so much. I look forward to all the crazy stuff that we do, and make sure we come back for week number 4 next Monday. The Pleated Pants Internet Show, or whatever you want to call it.
Golf requires goofy pants and a fat ass.
And you got to remember that, folks. I love y'all.